Greetings and blessing to you. I had a mystical experience once. I haven't had many in my life. I've had a few. This is one that stuck out very prominently to me and still does, although it happened, probably 20 years ago. I was with my wife and some of the family members at the bedside of a dear family member that was dying. And um, I decided I'd go pray for this person in the hospital chapel, so I went down to the chapel and began to pray. It was a Catholic hospital, and on the wall of this chapel they had a crucifix up with Jesus on it, and a light. It was a light coming from behind it, illuminating it some way. Anyway, I began to pray for this person, and as I prayed for this person, I looked at that crucifix and at Jesus and sort of prayed my mind on Jesus by looking at it. And then a strange thing happened to me. You may not believe in such things, but and I'm not much in the way of a superstitious person or a believer in many things reported as miraculous myself. But this happened to me. All of a sudden, it was like we switched places. Like I was on the cross then looking out through Jesus' eyes. And just for a moment, I saw the world. And I saw all the joy in the world. And I saw all the suffering in the world. And I saw all the babies born in the world. And I saw all those whose life was coming to an end in the world. And I saw it all through the eyes of Jesus. It had a profound impact on me. It made me see things in a new way. So today, for our meditation, we're going to take our own perspective and make it like it was Jesus we were looking at in the world. So I'll walk you through this. Let's start just by closing our eyes, just taking some deep breaths. Now take anything that's bothering you, money problems, family problems, personal problems, sicknesses. Set them all outside the door and leave them behind. You're just breathing. And you're here because you love the Lord your God. That's your only reason. Try not to get lost in thoughts. Just follow your breath. Now we're going to imagine Jesus, but not this time on the cross. This time by the Sea of Galilee, looking out on the crowd that's come to hear him. There are many people in that crowd. Some are sick. Some are old. Some are no doubt dying. Some are full of joy. Some are newly married. Some are married a long time and no longer get along very well. Some have barely the means to live by. Maybe some have plenty of means. We're with Jesus on the Sea of Galilee. And now imagine just for a moment that somehow you could get into Jesus' skin. And you could look out at that crowd and see that crowd. And see their hurt. And see their joy. See their concern about where the next dinner is going to come from. See the pride they have in their kids. Just through Jesus' eyes. And ask yourself, as you look through Jesus' eyes, with Jesus' mind and Jesus' heart, what do you think about it all? And now imagine you are Jesus in communion with your Father, because He always was. And as you look out and you see the joy in people's hearts, and you also see the pain and suffering, you see the loss of those who have lost someone dear, you see the joy of those who have found someone new. Just ask your Father in your heart, from Jesus' perspective, what should be my response to these people? And then just listen and see if God has any words for you. And if not, just rest in the knowledge that you are seeing through the eyes of Jesus. Most high and glorious God, bring light to the darkness of our hearts. Give us right faith, certain hope, and perfect charity. Lord, grant us insight and wisdom so we might always discern your holy and true will. Amen. Have a great day, my friends. Think about Jesus.